Just jumping right in. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo. And man, it's so hard to come off a show. Last week was New York Comic Con, and they had quite a few reveals, so you get used to a certain amount of news, a certain amount of reveals, a certain amount of plastic goodness. Then you get back to regular schedule and you feel like, what else is there? That's not to say we don't have anything to talk about this week. Oh, we do. But it's not up here. It's just right here. Could be down here, but we're right here. Take, for instance, Hasbro doing their Star Wars Black Series reveals on Sunday of New York Comic Con. Last Friday was Force Friday. I guess they didn't want to get either caught up in all the hoopla there, deep in the hoopla, or they didn't want to take away from the whole Force Friday concept. But honestly, there wasn't anything really shown that we didn't already kind of know about. First up, before getting into the figures, I'm such a sucker for trooper buckets, so this Incinerator Stormtrooper helmet looks pretty cool, if not a little bit Halloween zipper makeup-esque. But the Black Series Stormtrooper helmet, it's what we've seen before, just a new paint scheme to it. $100, and it will be fan channel exclusive. Adult collectible-wise, though, it appears the Jet Trooper, the Yavin Ceremony Luke, and then Wedge, who we kind of knew about, but this was his official reveal. It will be in the December wave with Cara Dune, Janna. Is there somebody else? Either way. That comes out, or it's scheduled to come out December 1st. And that wave will be available anywhere Black Series is sold. Some of us were lucky enough to find Commander Fox at GameStop on Force Friday, but if you missed out on that, do not worry. Don't fret, you'll get your clone fixed because it's actually a fan channel exclusive. So it's up for order right now on Dorkside Toys and the like. Let me hear my people that love their Walmart exclusives. Hello? Where'd y'all go? We already knew that the Jedi Luke from Return of the Jedi was going to be Walmart exclusive, but to get final confirmation on that, word from the big guy themselves, remember that this is Luke from the first half of the movie, so he's not supposed to have the black glove yet. He gets to his X-Wing, he puts the glove on to cover, I keep going to my left hand, right, to cover up where his hand got shot on Jabba's barge. So this represents Luke as we first see him in the movie. Also coming to Walmart is the Force Spirit Yoda. Similar to the Spirit of Obi-Wan that we saw at Walgreens, was it last year, year before, somewhere in there? It's just Yoda that we've gotten twice now, I think, twice? Yeah. He has some clear parts, he has kind of a shine, a bluish glow painted on top of him, and then his sheer 90. But in case I wasn't clear, that is Walmart. Last week, Amazon Germany spilled the beans about the Empire Strikes Back 2-pack of Chewbacca and C-3PO. Come to find out, that is an Amazon exclusive. Chewie comes with a new head sculpt, it's got the hair kind of down and stuff. He also has the net backpack to carry around C-3PO, who has interchangeable limbs. It looks like it has plug-in parts for wires hanging out. You know, from when he pissed off the Ugnaughts. The Hasbro press release says it retails for $40, but Amazon is actually charging $50. I had it in my head, 40 makes sense, that's the usual, but with the rising prices of everything, or is it just Amazon being, hey, this is the only place you can get it, you're gonna have to pay the premium. Finally, Best Buy gets an exclusive. Best Buy. Pretty soon we'll be buying Star Wars exclusives at, what, PetSmart? AutoZone? Whatever store you can walk into. You look, oh, I didn't even know they carried toys, what the hell? IG-11 from The Mandalorian is essentially IG-88 with some new bandoliers. Same body, which I've always felt the IG-88 was too small. It needs to be bigger, it needs to be broader, it needs to be taller, it needs to be bulkier. Also, judging from screen caps and the Hot Toys figure of IG-11 and the Kotobukiya statue, IG-11 actually has different type hands. They're more grabby-grabby instead of pinchy-pinchy. I don't know if I'm going to track one of these down. I mean, because I'm known for passing on Star Wars figures, so when I do buy this, shut up. I'll have to get some third-party hands or come up with custom or pull it for something else. I don't know, just to differentiate it a little bit more from IG-88. The Beasts of the Mesozoic Ceratopsian series, yes, I'm gonna keep looking down. These are some big words for this Arkansas boy. It has 5 days to go, and it is funded, but there's a lot of stretch goals to go. Now, I was all set to talk about the big unlock at $185,000, which meant that he was just popping out 5 different dinosaurs, but he already passed that overnight. He's just keeps on trucking. So that unlocked the Nociceratops, the Ionosaurus, the Avaceratops, the Cosmoceratops, and the Spiclopeus. Some dinosaurs. Now we need to get to $220,000 to unlock the Psittacosaurus. That's right, call me Dr. Grant. Like I said, 5 more days, already funded, but oh, there's more to go. It's a different looking kind of dinosaur. It's a different scale. Yeah. Bandai surprised me this week by soliciting the SH Figuarts PlayStation Spider-Man anti-Ock armor. Surprised me, one, because this is really digging deep into the dirty laundry Spider-Man hamper and pulling this out there. I feel like there's other costumes that are a little bit more popular, a little bit more recognizable. And 2, I never finished the Spider-Man game, so I didn't actually recognize this. When I saw pictures of this on Facebook, what's this custom Spider-Man? Is this real? It is real, and I will go back and finish the game at some point. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, I'm sorry. But the more I look, the more I like. I mean, it caught me off guard, but the yellow against the glossy black with the armor details, the sharp lines, the geometric shapes, and different enough from a regular Spider-Man to deserve some shelf space. Looking at it though, I hope it's more Figuarts Far From Home than it is Figuarts Advanced Suit from the PlayStation 4 game. You know what I mean? With Far From Home Suit, they hit a sweet spot, the articulation, the overall look, but then they went too far into over-engineering for the Advanced Suit. I want this... Oh, did you hear my ankle pop? Don't get old, kids. The anti-Ock, that's hard to say. The anti-Ock armor comes with several sets of hands. He has an alternate head with a different set of eyes in it, and then some web effects. It is a SoWeb exclusive though, so it'll be a little bit harder to get, but at this point, it's not any harder than regular release, so. I didn't even know about a Bloodshot movie starring Vin Diesel until McFarlane Toys debuted their action figure for it. Adult collectibles, you're the only thing keeping me in the loop at this point. 7-inch scale, I'm liking the integration of what McFarlane calls the 22 points of articulation, even though it's more than 22 points, and it allows for a huge range of movement. The prototype looks just like Vin Diesel. You look at that head and you're like, oh, hey, I live my life a quarter mile at a time. And the overall shape and proportions are awesome. It just looks superhero-esque. And that comes into play with the fact that McFarlane is about to debut their DC line next year. Is this a sneak peek of what we may see there? I'm also interested in seeing what the final product here will look paint-wise, but it may help it not being a normal human skin tone. The stark white, it just slap, and then it comes out like that. This releases in January. Teased at Toy Fair, shown at San Diego, shown at New York Comic Con. Was it shown at San Diego? Either way, here is the Mezco 1/12 Collective XMen Gambit. Whoosh! It just absolutely nails the overall look here. Some people are saying that the X-Men issued armored vest, that's what they're calling the pink chest plate, I guess. Some people fear that that will hinder articulation, that it's not going to be bendable, and it kind of looks like that from the promotional pics, but look at that! It's pink, it's shiny, it's armored looking, that's exactly what I wanted. And it plays nicely off the leg armor. It just fits on the overall scheme. On top of that, literally, it looks like they've tweaked the trench coat to be more detailed. I like the little puffs in the collar. Comes with lots of extra hands, comes with some playing cards, comes with quite the array of energy effects. And it also comes with 2 heads. It comes with one very serious Gambit head, and then it comes with smirky, flirty Gambit. And his hair doesn't look like a large fry. You know what I mean. $85, and it's set to release sometime June to August of 2020. Sometimes I make these pre-orders thinking, am I even gonna be alive by then? Earlier this week, I reviewed the Mattel Jurassic Park Amber Collection Ian Malcolm and Velociraptor. Loved them! Mattel, you need to do this all the time. Paint me like your French raptors. Now, I knew Owen and Blue were coming. We've seen packaging mock-ups somewhere. I can't seem to find them at the moment, though. But in the comment section of that review, people were quick to tell me that at New York Comic Con, Entertainment Earth teased a Dennis Nedry and Dilophosaurus. Boy, I'm just tossing the dinosaur names around today, ain't I? I had no idea about this. New York Comic Con is hard to keep track of when you're not actually there. It's like, wait, what? Where'd that come from? Like I said, I love the 2 I got. I'm down for Owen and Blue. I'm down for anything they want to give me as long as they keep this quality up. And more dinosaurs? I'm in. Last week we found out that NECA actually bought Loot Crate. And I was unsure, I hadn't done the research, but NECA straight up bought Loot Crate. There you go. And they've wasted no time putting their own spin on it. They offered both a Gremlin and the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie Spirit of Splinter up on what they're calling Loot Launcher. It's essentially Kickstarter on their own website. They have to sell a certain amount of crates in order to get the thing made. My update to that is an actual video of the LED campfire that comes with Splinter. Just look at it. You want to roast marshmallows on that, don't you? Also available on the site, 2 members only, is the Tech Shield Batman. Now this is an homage to an older Kenner figure. It's pretty much NECA's Keaton Batman body in gold. I didn't actually have good pictures last week to show this off. This week I do because I actually bought one. How the hell did that happen? If you back either the Gremlin or the Splinter Loot Launcher, which means you just pay for those. You're not obligated for any kind of monthly crate or any more payments afterwards. If you back either one of those, NECA/Loot Crate sends you the code so you can buy Batman. And I backed Splinter. I didn't even want the Batman, but you here's something that not everyone can get. Do you want it? Do you want it? Yes. Plastic, you cruel, cruel mistress, you. I have no attachment to the figure itself, but it's a throwback type packaging that apparently I collect now. It can go up with my vintage carded stuff from Hasbro. Oh man. Pictures of what appears to be factory samples of the Kyoto Amazing Yamaguchi DC Harley Quinn were posted on Twitter, and ooh, I'm loving Amazing Yamaguchi more and more as they evolve. She's just looking so appropriately small and cute, and it just fits into the aesthetic of this line so well. I know some people were wanting a more classic look for Harley, but I am really digging this costume, and I can only guess that they chose this costume because it hides articulation better. Classic Harley, skin-tight suit, joints may pop out, and Revoltech being Revoltech, they may have feared it being too breaky-uppy. So from an engineering standpoint, the knee pads and the boots and the collar and everything else makes sense. But Kyoto has also been making an effort to kind of streamline the articulation on the Amazing Yamaguchi figures. I mean, look at the torso joint. No big clunky Revoltech joint in there. It's a more traditional ball socket. This month sees the release of the Amazing Yamaguchi Optimus Prime, and then Harley is scheduled for December. But seeing factory samples already gives me a lot of faith that they are on the ball. It will release in December. I actually had it higher on the list under the other NECA item, but I somehow skipped it. So going back to NECA real quick, this week they announced that their items at Target will be available on Target.com now. You can go on right now and see their Godzilla, Predator, etc. Just watch out for third-party sellers on Target. You'll be scrolling and then suddenly the price jumps up and oh, wait, what's going on? Oh. Up until now, you could only go to Target, to that section away from toys, browse through, and, for example, never find the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2-packs. Randy has confirmed that Wave 2 of those 2-packs will be on Target.com. The brighter colored Turtles, the Foot Soldier 2-pack, Rocksteady and Bebop 2-pack. Now I can look forward to a tweet from someone saying, hey, they just went up on Target.com, I rush over there and they're already sold out. I know that's pessimistic, but that's just my luck in general. But at the end of the day, I'm grateful and I'm glad that there are avenues to try to grab these sets. Fingers crossed to everybody that we all get what we're looking for. Finally, and to continue on with Turtles, because they're Turtles, we've talked about Super 7's new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates line with Raphael, with Splinter, with Foot Soldier, with Baxter Stockman. They're inspired by the original Playmates toy line. They look very inspired by that original toy line, but they're tweaked with modern aesthetics and articulation. They're up for pre-order right now for $45 a piece, but the problem most people seem to have was in the original press release, all the weapons were sprued into a little rack thing where you had to cut them out. Now thinking back, that's how they were on the original releases, so nostalgia being nostalgia, that's how they were going to release them. People went ape shit. You're gonna have to cut them out yourself. That means either cutting too much and cutting into the weapon, or not cutting enough and their plastic sticking out, or on the painted parts of it, it'll leave bare spots. So the complaints made sense, but ape shit. Super 7 met that head on though this week by announcing that you will get the weapons rack still, all the weapons sprued in, unpainted, but you'll also get all of those weapons loose, separate, and painted. Want the nostalgia of sprued weapons? Boom. You want the quality of separate, loose, painted weapons to put with your figures on the shelf? Boom. You want to pay less than $45 for these action figures? not so much. But this is just offering a different style of turtles in a world where we're suddenly surrounded by different styles of turtles. You have your cartoons, you have your movies, you have your new cartoons, you have your originals, you have your playmates. And with this, and with this, and with that, everybody's happy, right? Everybody's happy. Just everybody in the collecting community, just happy, right? That's it for this week. If I missed anything, we'll catch up to it next week. As always, if you want to see closer pictures of these or more pictures, because I didn't have time to show them all the pictures will go up on the Fwoosh front page tomorrow at noon. There I also put links to pre-orders or more pertinent information somewhere. Yeah, instead of me going, hey everybody, toys, toys, toys. Adult collectibles. Speaking of that, adult collectibles, I've been getting more and more comments talking about the upcoming YouTube toy channel apocalypse thing, or what's gonna happen, and this and that. I don't know. If they do take away comments and advertising, this is just throwing videos at you without being able to interact. And I like commenting. I like going back and forth with it. I like talking toys. And I'm not rolling in money because of this channel, but it does help a little bit with what I do. So, my question to y'all is, would you pay for a subscription service for toy reviews? Now, I have no delusions of grandeur. I know I'm just talking about toys on the internet, so I'm not $44.99 and you can get Robo all day talking about toys. No, I'm talking like $1 a month, maybe $5 with giveaways involved or free toys or something. I don't know. I don't know where this is going to go. I'm just looking at options here. A subscription service would be a little bit more all out too. I wouldn't be held to YouTube standards. I would be able to speak freely. I don't know, just tossing something around. If we do have to leave YouTube, I have to look for alternate methods of just talking about toys. So with that dirty talk, don't talk about money. Do not talk about money. If you enjoyed the weekly, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on Fwoosh. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know where this is gonna go. We'll see, I guess.